Everything looks like art, so nothing feels like art.
And to summarize what they say, the advertising industry makes things that look like fine art makes things that look like advertising, and one of the biggest downsides is that people don't spend enough time with art that requires time. And I fully agree with that. But what's interesting is this is a push-pull that's been happening throughout the history of art. In the middle of the 20th century, people were saying, is this advertising or is this art? Going the other way, actually. Art being too advertising-y. And during the Industrial Revolution, with so many more consumer goods being made mass production-wise, there was another push-pull, which is people saying, let's hold on to handmade things, which is the same thing that happened during the printmaking revolution. I think another huge challenge is actually that we have split a lot of art making and consumer arts. Historically, there were artists like Van Eyck who made things like regalia for parade. This is propaganda for the Wool Merchants Guild, who wanted to show Florence, they're good. People like Murakami and Kusama doing brand tie-ins are kind of not that different. And really, a lot of the history of art would not be easily fit into brand versus fine art. It's actually this category of art that is not for a function. That's the newest kind of art. You really only see this with the Industrial Revolution. Art that is just art, that's meant to make you think. Art that is hard to understand is probably the most important for us at this moment in history. Human thought and high-level human thought is essential, and it's something we need to improve.